honesty for me was a growth, a trajectory of growth, throughout my life. I have a good family, and I love my family to pieces, but they were liars. I mean, not about everything, but about some things. And I grew up honestly thinking that a lot of these things that some people would consider lies that we didn't even consider lies. For instance, if my grandmother took me shopping, she would say, I don't tell anyone in the family about this. It will cause problems.
Oh, yeah. So
Or
it's hiding things.
hiding
Yeah.
things, not telling the truth, saying, I'm going to do this for you, but don't tell anyone. My mother was the same way. It was just a part of our family culture. Now, my grandmother grew up, in a very, very poor family, depression, pre-depression and depression era. I'm sure these were habits that she learned, developed sometimes for her safety. I have no idea, safety, sanity, whatever. She was a wonderful person, one of the most influential people in my life.
You probably grew up thinking this was normal, right?
I didn't think that was even lying. I really didn't. I really didn't. In my mind, I mean, I knew if I told a blatant lie, like I said, I graduated from Harvard and I didn't, I knew that was a lie. But if I said that I spent $100 at the store and I really spent $150, I didn't really consider that a lie. Or if I bought something and didn't tell my husband, I didn't consider that a lie.
Yeah, and that can be problematic in a relationship.
It can be,
yeah.
Especially if you are with someone who has a very different threshold for truth. When I say that, to me, honesty is very interesting because I know I'm not 100% honest, but I have tried very hard in my adult life to be as radically honest as I can with my family, with the people that are important to me, in every relationship. But it hasn't always been easy. I think there's also, depending on like your childhood trauma and things that you go through, because there's a lot of reasons why people lie. I mean, we could talk about this all day, in my opinion. If you are just in that moment, and kids do this a lot. This is a good example, I guess. Kids do this a lot. It's this minute where they know you're going to be in trouble, or the outcome is going to be bad if you tell the truth.
Right.
And you lie. And as soon as you do it, you're going to get caught, or and you regret it. You regret it, and
right.
I think that has to, maybe it's happened to me more than some people, but I mean, everyone has had that happen to them, right?
Yeah, I would imagine everyone has experienced something like that.
Yeah, and you're just like, damn it. You just did it it was this instinct where you're like, I just am not ready to face this right now, and so you lie, and then you have to clean that up. And it's so even if someone might understand why you did it. Now, parents and kids is different. Surely to God, parents would understand why a kid does that. They don't want to get grounded, or they want to go to the dance on Friday night, or they don't want their phone taken away, or they change a grade on their report card. You can't really do that anymore because it's online, right? I used to do that.
Right.
Did you ever do that?
I never did, but I always got good grades.
I mostly did, but there were a couple of times when I might have changed a D to a B or something. But I'll just be honest.
Put a little middle line in there and kind of tweak that a little bit.
I'm telling you, I was not always I had divorced parents, and I'm not excusing any of it, but like I said, honesty was a trajectory for me, and until I got to the, point, it was pretty young when it was like, wow, this is going to cause me problems, or I saw it in somebody else and thought, wow, that is really not attractive, or, and my dad was radically honest. I don't think I ever knew my dad to not be honest, but my mom was a little bit more of a rule bender, and I kind of, I guess,
took after her. Yeah.
I don't know if I learned I was a rule bender, and I still am a little bit of a rule bender. I have a reputation for that, but that's not really lying. So I digress.